A brand new update has hit Path of Titans. This includes flight system reworks, the rhamphy TLC, and so much more. So let's go ahead and talk about it all here. Let's start with the biggest part of this update, because this is the flight system overhaul, which is highly likely why Ramph got its TLC, because it coincides with this, and truthfully, in my eyes, I'll lay out a little bit of a theory. This will pave the way for the next TLCs to be flyers. Think about it. Semi-aquatics got TLCs one after another and coincided with the aquatic critters, especially Spino and Sarco. Now the flying system is being reworked, and we've seen this before as well. Bone Break, and then we got Dasp and Anno's TLCs and stuff like that, and other ones as well later down the line. But what is new with this system? Flying states are now split into multiple character states, with updated stamina values for Ramph, Fal, and Hats. Flight is no longer just slow or fast flying, it's now using hovering, gliding, slow glide, fast glide, slow fly, fly, and fast fly. Each dinosaur also is affected differently by this. For example, Hats is the gliding king, whereas Ramph is just a happy flapper. In addition to this, there are new particle effects for flight-related abilities for Ramph and Hats. These abilities include Dart on the Rhamphorhynchus, Barrel Roll on the Hats, and Wing Beat on the Hats as well. And adding to that, there are also aerial particle effects that are in the game too. These I've noticed are little wind gusts that you can see while flying. It is also important to note that some of the flyers, mainly Hats, got a brand new passive ability called Glider, which is where they use less stamina while wings are fully spread in a glide. Now, a brand new critter, Tanystropheus, is now available within Path of Titans. And what's a better way to show it off than go in-game? So let's go ahead in-game and have a look at it. So everybody, we're in-game at the moment, and I'm out whistling columns. Now, we are talking about the Tanystropheus first, and that's what we're showcasing here. The spawn points that they did say mainly for Tanystropheus were in beaches and in the swamps. And obviously, here, it is a beach, so you might be able to see a Tanystropheus walking around. So here is the adult Tanystropheus. This guy, obviously, you know, he's big, but the main thing about Tanystropheus is that it doesn't actually attack you when it's an adult. It's fairly passive. It will only attack you if you attack it. So if I were to bite it really quickly, actually it might be different. Carnivores might get attacked by the Tanystropheus, although look at the size of that thing, by the way, in comparison when he goes up on his hind legs. I love that emote. It's such a cool little emote. The other big thing about this guy, of course, is that, well, he's quite easy to take down as well. It's 4 hits to kill the adult Tanystropheus, but the most important thing is it swims. I'm going to hop in the water in a moment just in spectator mode and show you it swimming. But the other thing I wanted to talk about is the alpha, because the alpha is huge, and this one does attack you. Look at the size of this thing, and he's actually going to go for me. Because of the neck, he's got a big reach, and the other thing is, yeah, the alpha will attack anything instantly. I think it might have a high size limit, but like most alphas, they go for everything straight away. It does swim, although it does go in the water very weirdly and position itself in the water when it's resting. If it's near the shore or near like the ground, it kind of sinks into it and only has its neck visible. But let's go ahead in the water and have a look at it really quickly once he's ran away from me. How many hits does it take to kill? So that's 1. Well, that's 2, I'm pretty sure. 3. Well, I missed there. 4. Oh, he's getting there. I don't think that one hit, but there we go. There's 5. And then 6. There should be like 1 or 2 more. 7, and he's dead. There you go. So, fairly easy critter to take down. He's a very, very long critter. And obviously, with that neck, yeah, it's going to be a nightmare to deal with. So here we have the Tanystropheus in the water. In the water, they spawn like usual critters. They just phase into reality. And you can see the adult compared to the alpha there. This one's the adult. That one's the alpha. The alpha is obviously a lot more noticeable with the colorations. They swim as normal. They do emotes in the water as well. They have the same, like, oh, there you go. He's doing a little look around animation there. They have the same movement patterns as the fish in the game. They'll go from point to point, do a look around, go to another point. If they see you or you attack it, they'll chase you down and kill you. But that is the Tanystropheus. It's now available in the game. You can find it in swamps and on beaches as well. There's a proper size comparison now, the next to each other. Look at that. Wow. Additionally, in-game, there are also brand new blood particle effects, or bleeding particle effects. We're going to go ahead and showcase them now. Unfortunately, I don't have a before and after of this because I didn't know this was coming, so I didn't have a branch prepared, and I also can't hop onto another branch with 2 accounts anyways. But that being said, let's showcase it in game. So, the brand new particle effect for bleed. What better way to show it off than with an Allosaurus, which is another bleeder, getting attacked by a Styraco, which is also a bleeder. So if I were to hit the Allo and hit him on the arm as well, you'll see the bleed is kind of more spewing out and dripping everywhere. There's that weird visual glitch that just came across the screen. But the movement on the bleed, especially when you're moving, is a lot more fluid. I'll try and get some example of that in a moment. So the best way to show it is obviously if I were to go into the replay mode and show it while moving about. But yeah, the bleed is looking new. It's got a very weird visual bug, but if I start moving around now, you'll see it kind of just splatters everywhere and just kind of like goes around everywhere. Hopefully I'm showing it in the replay mode. Otherwise it's going to be very hard to see because I'm just running around on my alt account right now. It's a lot harder to see when stationary. But yeah, that's the new bleed visual effect, or the particle effect. It has a little bug where kind of like you see it quite a bit there. It kind of just spews everywhere for a split second. But it's kind of just pouring out of the dinosaur, which, I mean, you must have hit a main artery because Jesus Christ, that's going fast. He'll be dead soon. Oh, and it's magically gone. Now, there are some dinosaur updates as well. It's not a massive amount, but let's talk about them. For Deinonychus, they've decreased Rat Out stamina cost to 10 from 20. They've also decreased Mob Rally stamina cost to 4 from 10. For Latanovenatrix, they've decreased Call of the Night Terror's cooldown to 120 seconds from 180. They've decreased Call of the Night Terror's stamina cost to 12.5 from 25. Decreased Hiss stamina cost to 5 from 10. Decreased Hiss cooldown to 240 seconds from 300. Increased Raptor Strike's damage buff to 35% from 20%. Decreased Ripping Kick stamina cost to 4 from 5. Increased Mangle base damage to 30 from 10. Increased Mangle bleed to 0.4 from 0.3. Decreased Lord of the Terror's stamina cost to 5 from 10. And decreased Lord of the Terror's cooldown to 240 seconds from 300. Lord of the Terror now usable while in combat. And they've decreased Mob Rally stamina cost to 4 from 10. Overall, in this update, aside from the rhamphy TLC, pretty much Latanovenatrix got a major buff. Lat players, let me know in the comments down below, are you a fan of these updates? That being said, the other updates, Struthiomimus, they've improved the base turn for trotting, running, and walking by 20%. I'll showcase a video of it now. For Hatzegopteryx, they've updated stamina and health recovery multiplier to match other dinosaurs and updated the food and water values for it. And of course, Rhamphorhynchus. If you want to check out the full TLC, check out this video that's on the screen here. I am curious though, before I talk about this, do you guys want me, because last year I used to put the TLC videos as a standalone and in the update overviews, do you want that to come back? Let me know in the comments. That being said, they've updated the Rhamphorhynchus. They've aimed to primarily streamline its abilities. So it's kind of not a full TLC. It's just like a half TLC. They've removed Bloodsucker, Conehead, Strong Lungs, Barrel Roll, Scatter, Hollow Bones, Emergency Exit, Webbed Feet, Rudder, Fishing Lure, and Lord of the Terrors. But many of these abilities are pretty much incorporated into other Rhamphy base stats or combined into its abilities. They've added Spearing Bite, Deep Claws, Echoing Calls, Infectious Touch, and Shared Rhythm. They've also added Plague Carrier VFX to make it clearer when players are being affected by this status. Now, several dinosaurs have gotten new vocalizations. These were Rhamphorhynchus, Metriacanthosaurus, Megalania, Kentrosaurus, Concavenator, Ceratosaurus, Alioramus, and Achillobator. Pretty sure these are distant calls. I'm going to play them all on the screen and have you have a look at them. Unfortunately, this time I do not have a before and after, which is a shame, but yeah. But of course, guys, that's the brand new update for the game. Let me know your thoughts about this one in the comments down below. It's not a big one. It's a really small one. Also, another note, for those of you who are on Windows 10, please upgrade to Windows 11 because Windows 10 is now end of life, and therefore you should be upgrading. It's not going to get any more like service, and I think that would possibly, it has some implementations affecting the game as well in the future. So yeah, just a word of wisdom there. Upgrade your Windows. That being said, that's the update. Let me know your thoughts. I'll have some dev comments on Friday going over dev questions about why rhamph was picked and why it came out. But also, maybe we might see some flyer TLCs next. So I'll talk about that on Friday. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed. If you want to check out another video, check out this one about some cool upcoming mods. But other than that, I'll see you later. Have a great day. Peace.